Join my private Telegram group. Mr. Sir Richard has trained me 10 years of Forex experience. I've made 52 Bitcoins. Come join my private Telegram group. If you've received one of these messages, most likely 10 times out of 10, they are a scam. We're living in 2023. We're living in the world of scams, unfortunately, and they are ripe in this industry, especially crypto. I mean, you can get scammed by anyone these days, let's be honest. It's so accessible. The internet is just a cesspool of scams these days. And in this video, I just want to address the most common crypto scams and how you can avoid them. If you're not yet subscribed, go hit the subscribe button. I release new videos every day that give you jam-packed value that you're not going to get anywhere else, only on Brainfeed. So, what kind of scams should you look out for in crypto? If you're looking for a project that can give you a 10, 20, potentially 100, 1000x return, like my videos say, 1000x, how to find the next 1000x meme coin, which is possible because I've done it before and I've done a few 1000x's, to be honest. The first thing to look out for is transparency. If a project group or a project leader says to you, we can't reveal things yet, or they're very murky about certain information, do not invest in it. Then there's a flip side of this. If people are very, very needy and want you to invest and are like, buy, then that's a red flag as well. So in the Telegram group, if you're scrolling through it and, you see people like sending random gifts when there's like no buys, that's a sure scam. If you want to look at this in a logical way, I'm going to basically write down the main things you need to look out for in a crypto project to make sure it's not a scam. Now, the first most important one, which you can find out through websites like Moonarch.app, Dex Screener, you can maybe Dex Screener, I'm not sure, Dex Tools, they show if the liquidity is locked, is basically liquidity lock. And the liquidity needs to be locked for either, well, a month is the optimum amount for the liquidity lock, but if it's locked for a couple of days, they can extend the lock. That's not a problem. But as long as it's locked, if the liquidity is not locked, they are going to sell the whole liquidity and your $1,000 will become $1 and you won't be able to set, well, there's no point selling $1, is there? The next thing to look out for is renounced ownership. Renounced ownership. Now, this is such an important one because it basically tells the public, is the ownership the person who created the coin or is it nobody's? Meaning, is it a community token? If the ownership is renounced, the person who has created the contract, the project, they cannot change it at all. It's unchangeable. It basically means it's almost like closing a chest, throwing the key into the river and never be able to retrieve it again. That's what renounced ownership means. And a lot of the times there's going to be fake renounced ownership, so you need to look out for that. So I use tools like honeypot.is. There's other tools out there. There's bsccheck.eu. I'm going to include all the links below. Also, I'm going to include my Patreon link, which will be perfect for you if you want to learn more about this stuff and exactly how I'm finding these coins and sharing some alpha with you guys. So do check out my Patreon. It's a monthly fee, but it's well worth it if you want to get into the good side of crypto, let's say. So liquidity lock, renounced ownership. What's next? You want to make sure that there is no more, let's just say 3%. There isn't it? 3%. So you don't want wallets with more than 3%. And I know some people are going to come at me and are going to be like, yeah, but Bitcoin, some people have like 5% apparently. I don't care. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is owned by the government. Bitcoin is owned by companies. I'm talking about small projects. If people have more than 3% wallets, very rarely would it moon because people are scared. Because let's be honest, if you have a 5%, 7%, 12% wallet, one sell of that wallet is just going to completely destroy the project. And even 3% is a lot. I look out for 2% maximum, 2.7% say. And you can look at through the Etherscan or BSC scan for Binance, and you can check for the wallets, go through the wallets basically. Another one is basically tax, which I mentioned in one of my previous videos, which is basically the percentage of the sell and buy tax. So when you buy the project, how much of the coins that you bought are going to whatever it goes into, like marketing wallet, or you know, if a massive percentage, oh, and that, I'll just write that here so I don't forget it, marketing wallet. If a massive percentage is going towards the dev or even the marketing wallet, then something's not right. That means, you know, that means something is just not right, because that smells fishy, because it means if you're going to invest in it, they're basically taking your money. They don't want longevity of a project for the sake of tax. They want it for themselves, which is selfish. It's not for the project. But if they're transparent about it, then that's fine. Like I said, the first thing is transparency. I didn't write that on the board, but transparency is so important in crypto. It's all about transparency. It's all about trust. It leads me to a nice segue into the marketing wallet. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about that for about a couple minutes. Marketing wallet, I've experienced many issues with this thing called marketing wallet, good and bad. So the good part is, if they are transparent about the marketing wallet and they say, you know, this is how much we've got, this is what we're going to use it for, these are the transactions we're sending to people for promotion, for listings, etc., then that's a great sign. That is, people will buy the coin. So look out for that. But marketing wallet, there's been problems in the past, and those problems start with the dev basically running off with a marketing wallet, which basically means that he had enough of the project, he didn't see any longevity in it, or he was just straight up greedy and he took the marketing wallet, because when there's 50,000 in the marketing wallet, why would he spend it if he's a scammer? Simple as that. I mean, me personally, if I was creating a project, I would never do that, because it's stupid. Because if you've got a marketing wallet that people have, you know, put their money into because of the transactions, because remember, some of the taxes going into the marketing wallet, why would you keep it to yourself? You would reinvest it into the project. That means you don't believe in yourself at all. That means you're a scammer. So yeah, that's that. Make sure it's not a honeypot. And a honeypot is basically, it basically just means, can you sell your tokens? So if somebody can honeypot you in crypto, it basically means when you buy, you cannot sell that coin. So is it sellable? That you need to look at into the code of the token, or you can just go into, like I said before, honeypot.is. That's a good one. It shows you the tax. It shows you this buy and sell, and also if it's a honeypot or not. Because I've been in many honeypots and they all look the same, by the way. They all start off really slow and no one's buying, but, or the dev buys up the supply, and you see like a weird, like 11% wallet, you see 0.1%, 0.1%, no, then that's a honeypot. Then that means they're buying up the supply to make it look like someone else is buying, but it's the dev buying, then they honeypot it, then you can't sell it. And I've been there before, and I'm pretty sure everybody in crypto has been there before. So when you're looking for these projects, make sure that these things are all checked. Do I have another thing? If they overpromise and underdeliver, they are scammers. Because if you're overpromising, like, oh, we're going to get billboards, they don't do that. Or we're going to get CoinMarketCap tonight, they don't do that. Or we're going to get these massive promotions, and then the chart dumps, and then they're like, oh, just wait. Callers are getting back to me. Then that is a big red flag. Stay away. Don't put your money into it. Hope you like this video. Do subscribe and like the video, and comment if you got any questions, and I'll love to get back to you about this one. Hope you enjoyed the video, and do check out my Patreon. It helps a lot for people like you. Thanks. Speak soon.